Want to know what your number one goal should be when it comes to day trading? Well, stick around, watch this entire video to find out, and no, it's not what you think it is. It is not about just making money. All right, so your number one goal when it comes to day trading is you need to manage risk. When it comes to day trading, don't think about making money. Everything, all of your actions, everything you do in day trading is going to have a byproduct of making or losing money. That's what it comes down to. But the way you need to think, the way you should be thinking, is being a risk manager. Okay, so think of it this way. If you have $1,000 in an account, in your personal account, right? Let's say you only have $400, $500, $1,000. Maybe you have $10,000 in your account, in your brokerage account. Whatever that number is, that is your portfolio, right? That is your money, and you need to manage your risk. If you cover the downside on your trading and you know, okay, this is the most I can lose this day, the most I can lose this week, the most I can lose this month, you can manage the downside. Think of it. Hedge funds, billion-dollar hedge funds, institutions, pension funds, it doesn't matter who it is. Anybody, any type of professional fund or manager, what do? They're managing the risk. Yes, the goal, the ultimate goal is it needs to make money, right? Because any body or any entity is in the business to make money. But what good is it if you can't manage the money? If you can't know what your risks are? If you can't cut your losses, right? So that's what you have to do. Do you think any type of hedge fund or any type of institutional fund that has billions of dollars in it, do you think they just let accounts or their managers just go crazy up and down and up and down? No, of course not. They would all get fired. They would get fired, right? So however you're trading, whether that's prop firms, whether that's your own live money, you need to treat it the same. Treat that nest egg, whether it's $400, whether it's $1,000, $10,000, that's yours. That's your portfolio, right? So why play around with it? Manage your risk, and that'll take you as far as you want to go. Those guys that are trading hedge funds, trading these institutional brokers, right? That's when they're looking at these funds, they're risk managers, insurance companies managing risk, real estate, big developments. I mean, it's all about managing risk. If you want to be a professional, you have to manage risk. And the thing that I'm seeing a lot because of the prop firm space, let me back up real quick. Prop firms, as you know it now, is not how it always was. That's not what true proprietary trading firms were designed. They were more of like a hedge fund, right? They would have a fund and they would hire people, pay them a salary, come in and manage the fund. That was a prop firm. Now we've gotten to the point where we know prop firms as you come in, you pay an evaluation fee. Now obviously some companies have straight to funded accounts, but you come in, you pay a fee, boom, you get simulated funds to trade, right? And then because of that, we've seen so many people get to where it's like a lottery ticket, or like it's just developed this gambling mentality where people don't care because your risk is only $100, $200, whatever you paid to these companies to get in, right? That's your risk ultimately. You're not looking at the account or the fund itself, right? You're not looking at that, and those people are not looking at that and saying, oh, let me manage this $2,500 trailing drawdown that I have. Let me manage that. They're not looking at it that way. A lot of people are not, but you should be looking at it that way. This is my $2,500 that I have for this account. If you have for example, a 50K Apex account, you have a trailing drawdown of 2,500. Let's manage that 2,500. I'm telling you, this is what you need to be successful, right? And especially with the way the shaping out of prop firms that we know it is going to be shaped out for 2025, right? A lot of these companies are entering more into the risk management space. If you think about it, all their accounts that they have, their live accounts, all that, it's basically a portfolio for their entire company. And if you know how these prop firms work, you have to have a balanced portfolio. So if you have that within a company, you need to do that personally. Especially, we've seen Top Step come out. They have a laundry list of stuff that they're having to implement and change. Why? Because there's a lot of people in the prop firms, traders in the prop firm space that's taking advantage of the prop firm environment, the sim environment, the reset account environment, the below an accounts environment, all that. People are taking advantage of that. And hey, I'm not knocking people, because if it's not against, if they're within these prop firms rules, hey, so be it. But you're developing bad habits, because when everything shapes out to the way it should, and the way it probably will, the direction of 2025, you're going to have to treat these prop firm accounts as if they're a live personal account that you have with X amount of money. You're going to have to. So you might as well develop those habits now. Manage that risk now, right? So just if you have your own live account, trade your prop firms the same way. Because are you going to go and stick your only 1,000? Think about it. You work hard for your money, right? And a lot of you that I talk to, and a lot of people that I talk to are looking for a way to make extra money. So, and they're using trading as that. So you work hard all day, all week. You make money and you have a little bit extra at the end of the month after your bills are paid. And you want to do something with it, right? Because maybe you want a better life. Maybe you want whatever it is, financial freedom. Maybe you want to send your kids to college. Maybe whatever it is. Many reasons, whatever it is. But I know a lot of people that do that. They have this little bit extra there. I want to do something with it. It's not a lot. So you can't, you might have a few hundred extra at the end of the month, maybe 500, 1,000, whatever it is. But unless you save that money for 5-10 years, whatever it is, you're not gonna be able to do too much with it, right? And if you just go and stick it into a 401k or a mutual fund or some type of retirement account, those are for the long term, which there's nothing wrong. That's fine if that's the route you want to go. But most people don't get into trading or want to do something like invest just to maybe, retire in 30 or 40 years. Most people are interested in that because they want to collapse time frames, and they want to do something significant. They want to give freedom. They want to do something significant, right? So think about it. If you take that hard-earned money, whatever that is at the end of the month, and you say, let me get into trading. First of all, you got to know the probabilities. The probabilities are you're going to lose that money and you're going to fail. Over 90% of people do that. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you take that hard-earned money, you can't put it into something and just be reckless with it. You can't. You have to manage the risk. So if I can only lose $50 this day and I'm going to stop and I'm done, and you have $1,000 in that account, right there, if you lose every single day, you have this many days until that account is blown, right? Whatever that number is, you know that. So that tells you, and the odds are, even if you don't have a good strategy or anything, you're not going to lose 20, 30 days in a row. That's probabilities. But now, if you know that, now you have data points where you could say, I have this time period that I know this money will last. And first of all, I don't want to, if you're brand new, you should never start off with just throwing money into an account and figuring it out, right? You should have by the time you're trading live money, you should have a plan. You should have a strategy that you know you're trading. You should have discipline in check, and you should have a great, strict money management plan. Like, you need to have those, first of all. So once you have those, then you have that little bit of money in there, whatever. And I'm talking to you. These are the people, the people I'm talking to right now is the person that I just mentioned a few minutes ago, right? Where you're getting by, but you want something better with life. That's who I'm talking to. You have to come in this with a seriousness and managing your risk. Plain and simple. So I wanted to make this one a short one, but I wanted to just kind of rant a little bit on that topic because people get it mixed up. People get into trading and they want to get rich quick. They want to make $1 million overnight. They want to make $1,000 a day. They want to make 10 grand a day. They want to make 100 grand a month, whatever it is. While all that's possible, it's not going to happen right away, especially if you don't come in with the correct mindset. So I'll leave you with that. It is Sunday. So I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. If you're watching this on Sunday, if you're watching this at any other time, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification, join me live when I trade in the mornings, and I'll see you next time. As always, trade well, everybody. Take care.